losing close family members during the pandemic, one of the toughest personal stretches for anyone.
In Towns, throughout all the turmoil, Duras, he's been a model leader.
You know what I love about Karl Anthony Towns is the grace with which he has handled some incredibly difficult challenges, has shown unbelievable strength throughout his tenure in the NBA.
Tate's checked in for the Rockets. Nwaba comes in for Gordon. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but kind of shots.
Pass to Beasley. Now Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Beverly. Tate grabs the board. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. MP outside. This one for 3. He can't get it to go.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
To the middle. Here's Beverly. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Patrick Beverly on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Houston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. MP against Beverly. From deep, MP. Again, MP. Missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Tate against Beasley. Good on the shot, and that changed the lead to single digits. Beasley's got his second basket on the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
MP against Beverly. And here's MP from outside. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Minnesota calls time here. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Prince is checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Vanderbilt. Edwards, he's checked in for Beasley. And Russell is subbed in for Beverly. Tice is checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Porter Jr. MP against Russell. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. And here's MP. He's got 15. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Russell. He's got 6. And there's the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Now MP. From deep. Prince grabs the miss.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
MP against Russell. And here's MP from outside. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Pass to Russell. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Russell against MP from deep three-point range. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. Green against Russell. The 3 is up. No good that time. And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top, up by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Hey there, John Luck. You really looked at home tonight in your first NBA game. Were you surprised at how quickly you settled in?
Nice to meet you, John. To tell you the truth, a little bit, yeah. You never really know what to expect before your first game at this level. I'm playing with a new team, but I probably thought I was going to get posterized or crossed over a little bit more, and I'm sure that's going to come, though.
Now, you have a few good vets on your team. Did they offer any advice that made it easier for you?
Yeah, they just said to play my game. Don't try to rush it. Stay calm. Let the game come to you. That's a good one. And if you got an open shot, you got to take it. Otherwise, just move the ball. Tonight was just baby steps, but
Okay, listen, so the reason I asked you to stop by
real
today,
mad.
I need you to watch this video.
Am I in trouble?
It's complicated.
How complicated?
Everything's under control, but I want you to watch this, and then we'll talk about it.
I have one issue that I need to address like the numbers on the house, and that issue is MP. Let's talk about MP. I'm hearing his coach isn't a fan, thinks he's more into fame than actually hooping. And I gotta say, I agree, wholeheartedly. You ever hear of an NBA player with a YouTube channel? Michael Jordan didn't have no YouTube channel. LeBron James don't have no YouTube channel. Let's get serious here, people. I'll be shocked if MP starts a game this year. This coach isn't starstruck. He's going to make MP earn every single minute, as it should be. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. All eyes are on MP now. Is he going to fold under the pressure? If I'm Harvey Lesser, the GM who overruled his coach, I'm up at night sweating all over this. Good luck, Mr. Lesser. You and MP are going to need it.
This airs tonight. I've got a friend at Top Takes Daily sent it over as a favor.
So you telling me Coach don't want me here?
You weren't his first choice, but that's not necessarily a big deal.
Oh, and you're sure about that?
Front offices have varying opinions on prospects all the time. What's important is how you react to it.
Okay, so how do you want me to react, Kristen?
Well, that all depends on what you want and what you're willing to do to get it.
What do you mean?
So you can either wait and see or speed the process up. But everything has drawbacks and benefits. It's not a simple calculation.
Okay. So we wait and see, right? I put in that work. I stay ready. I show out when I get an opportunity.
You could absolutely do that.
Play nice. Build that vibe. Corporate. I'm a company man.
Just know that Coach is in no rush to find out if he was wrong. So if you go this route, it might be a while before you see the minutes you and I both know you deserve, and that can affect the league's perception of you.
And that can affect the market's perception, and then eventually the bottom line.
This could all go to Plan MP, but those are the risks. So how do you want to play it?
You don't have a preference?
I'm here to provide you the menu, pros and cons. In the end, it's up to you because you have to own it and live with the consequences.
Okay, word.
But I need to have an answer before you leave this room because if we're going to shape the narrative, we need to get out ahead of this now.
Dead honest? Just don't sit right with me not getting my shot because of some office politics.
All right, then we'll set up the meeting with Harvey. You tell your side of the story and we take it from there.
Okay, now you be honest. Do you think that's the right move?
It's one of several right moves. You'll know in your gut if it's the right move for you.
This is the move.
I'll set up a meeting.
Okay, for real, thank you so much for helping me work through this. I really appreciate it, Kristen.
Hey, man, that's what I'm here for. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care, Kristen.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one, is my motto. Through my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm Montana. Make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these. Condo like the. And my friend. My bro on a steaming stove. Like grits, got this vibe on a tippy toes. In a LA live, I'm staying at the Lowe's with this Hollywood. Can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it. Pull up with it. Put some diamonds on her toes. Let know that I'm real. Used to pull it. You can still call it a. Can't be fixed. With the names that spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems. I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning. Salt on out my neck. Cause I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like the. Like I'm Montana. Make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these. Condo like the. And my friend. Bestie. I just. My friend told her catch me. I'm a.
It's going to be a great game, and I think the game will take more skill this year.
Look at the dot. Oh, yeah. Night and day from NBA 2K21, in my opinion. I just like the speed and pace of the game. So for me,
standing 6'8", number 27.
Welcome to 2K Sport. And David. Good evening. Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. DA, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors. Then it's Williams. And it's Roby in at the power forward. And for the Rockets, the backcourt made up of Wall and Green. The pairing up front, Tice and Wood. And it's Tate in at the 3 spot. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because...
Coming out of the big group substitution here. Martin, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Gordon comes in for Tate. Kevin Porter's checked in for Green, and MP subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Melodon, guarded by Porter, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Lou Dort has made a name for himself on defense. He is a superstar stopper. Boy, he's earned it with his play.
Craig, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz Dort and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in.
And he likes... early. Nice triple.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Porter. A shot by Melodon, no good. Houston's gone 3 or 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. MP fires from way outside. No good on the 3. Outside, Dort. Here's Baisley. Here's Muscala, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Melodon passes to Muscala. Nails the baby hook. Muscala's got his second basket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
MP with it. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. MP's got his second bucket tonight.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Back to Muscala. Left block shot on the way. That shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Dort against Gordon. Dort passes to Melodon. Over MP. And so it's Christian Wood making highlights for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Well, also in the early going, they found a way to get themselves to the free throw line.
Gordon is out there with MP. Then it's David Nwaba. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Martin in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
2 shots.
And Isaiah Roby out of Nebraska, a second-round pick, but boy, there's a lot to like about this young man.
There is an intriguing skill set with Isaiah. He can shoot it a little bit. He puts the ball down. He likes to pass the ball. So in the team concept, he continues to develop what he can do offensively.
Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Dort. MP way outside, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Jerome passes to Baisley. And here is Maladon, covered by MP. Driving to the basket. Good.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Rockets leading by 5. And here is MP. 12 points for him. And another 3 for Houston.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Jazz. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Tate, he's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Eric Gordon. Roby can't hit. Houston's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Favors against MP. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And now it's an 11-point Houston lead. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Roby. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Thunder trailing by 9. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Pass to Roby. Here's Giddey. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Jay does a nice job there just getting in the right spot and becoming an easy target for his teammates.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
From past the arc. Another miss by MP.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Here's Roby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first half is now in the books. Rockets on top. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The full group substitution here. Martin's checked in for Christian Wood. Gordon comes in for Daniel Tice. Porter's checked in for Green. And MP subbed in for John Wall. On the free throw, no good. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Up front court is Giddey and Baisley. Then there's Melodon. And it's Roby in at the 5 spot. Down low, Giddey. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Melodon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first personal foul.
That was a rookie, Teo Melodon. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston. Pulling it out for the double. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up.
So it looked like you were hunting for threes at the expense of keeping the ball moving. Now, can you comment on that a bit?
I'm not sure I see things the same way.
Well, how do you mean, MP?
Well, the team comes first. I shot the ball from deep tonight because I had the looks and I had the hot hands. If I didn't, I'd just as soon give those shots to someone else. The bottom line is winning, and that's all I care about.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm Montana. Black on shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the and my friend. My bro on a steaming stove. Like grits, got this vibe on a tippy toes. In a LA live, I'm staying at the lows with this Hollywood. Got a can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it, pull up with a put some diamonds on her toes. Let know that I'm real. Used to pull it, you can still call it a. Can't be fixed. With the names that spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems. I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning. Solved on my neck. Cause I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on